Hello, I'm Dennis McKenna. Welcome back for another edition of Inside Albany Med. And I'm so pleased today to be joined by Steven Stannard. How are you doing?
Nice to see you. Thank you.
You are a face that many people recognize and are familiar to from Choices Cafe.
Correct, yes.
And I want to dive into your background and stuff, but first of all, it's really my pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
You're somebody who I've seen when I come in here over the last, say, 6-7 years.
Yeah.
Always very positive, always very upbeat.
Thank
and
you.
so it's really my pleasure to sit down and
Thank
say
you.
hello to you. You are a patient service supervisor here at Albany Med.
That's correct, yep.
And your primary area where you work is in Choices Cafe.
Right, yep.
Let's back up. How long have you worked here at Albany Med?
We'll be going on 8 years in July. I started here working the evening shift, managing a few people, and recently, last couple of years, moved up to the day shift. Worked here through the renovation of the cafe, but absolutely love my job here.
And describe what your typical day looks like. What are some of the different things that you do during the day?
Yeah, manage all aspects of the cafe. So I come in the morning, kind of plan out the day for everybody, make sure that the staffing's correct, go over the catering needs for the day. We do a lot of catering throughout the hospital, so put together tools for everybody in the team to get all of the work done,
Right.
and then go throughout, order all the food that we need, assist everybody while they're working.
So we have obviously a significant number of people who are on campus here every day between our employee population, visitors who come in the hospital. How many different meals do we serve a day here?
We have, depending on the stations, we try to do a couple of hot entrees every day, give the same selections of some paninis and pizzas and grill items. We have local restaurants here that are changing day by day, so we're just trying to expand what we do as we're getting busier now, try to bring back some of the old services that we kind of relaxed during COVID, so trying to get everybody happy and fed.
A lot of people recently have commented on the different varieties that we have, obviously different types of ethnic foods,
Yeah.
and it's been very well received.
Yep.
Do you have a lot of input into the choices of the different foods that we have?
Yes, definitely. So we do a menu planning meeting
Right.
every couple months. Every quarter we change our menu based on the season, try to bring in seasonal foods, vegetables, things, everything, springtime, we're gonna be selling salads like crazy. Everybody wants to get in good shape.
You have a passion for food.
I do. I absolutely love it. I've cooked my whole life,
Right.
took training in college and high school.
And there's no question it's an important part of our day here, and people use it obviously not only to refuel, but sometimes
Right.
it helps them get resettled. There's a
True.
social component to it.
True.
I think you embrace all those things.
Yeah, and especially honestly for the patients or the people that are working here, it gives them a little bit of respite from whatever they might be going through.
Talk about your restaurant background. Did you work in the restaurant business before you even came here?
Yes, did a bit of restaurant management with Bellini's and Slingerland's.
Right.
I was there for 3 or 4 years, but there learned from the bottom to the top how to run food service. I started in their dish room and moved up to an assistant manager of the location. So I feel like it's very, very important that you learn top to bottom your business,
Right.
so that way you can step in and know the pain of the people that might be experiencing it in any way you can help to do that,
You must be an incredible multitasker, because in order to do
Yes.
what you do, you have to balance not only what you're doing right now, you have to be thinking a couple hours ahead, you have to be thinking about a couple days ahead, even a couple weeks ahead, all while dealing with getting the food out on time,
Right.
making sure that it's hot if it's supposed to be hot, making
Yep.
sure that it's cold if it's supposed to be cold, making sure it's fresh. Talk about how you balance so many different things.
It is tough because we do have many different things that are going on, our normal day-to-day operations, and then all of the little things that pepper in between. Carrying a little notebook in my pocket.
So you
is
do
the
that, you
best
make
thing.
notes?
Oh yeah, just when somebody runs up to me, I need a size 10 shoe. I am never going to remember to order that employee a size 10 shoe,
Right.
but if I'm writing down constantly all the little things I need to remember, it really does help.
So talk a bit about the workforce here in Choices Cafe. It's
Yeah.
been my experience when I come in. They're always so friendly.
Yeah.
They're always so welcoming. A lot of them, I'll know their first name, but they'll know my name. They know other people in line's names.
Yep.
How does that culture happen?
We in the cafe try to breed a culture of familyness and caring. We look out for each other. I do anything I can for these people because I know they just do the same for us. We have many people from all over the world that work
We have
in the
lots of
cafe.
immigrants working in
Totally,
our
yeah.
Choices Cafe.
But I know that if I give them anything, they'll give anything back to us. I just do whatever I can for them. A lot of times we try to promote within the cafeteria, see who we have. We get a new employee, see what they're best at, and just see where we can grow them, give them everything they want, and just turn them into a beautiful person.
What types of foods do you like to eat?
I am Italian 100%. Love Italian food. With the new restaurants we have, I love Indian food,
Right.
but Italian's my go-to.
That's your go-to.
Definitely.
Do you like to cook outside of work?
Yeah, definitely. Garlic. Cutting garlic constantly. Got the propane ready for this weekend. Hopefully grilling, so.
Of course, Choices is very famous for its turkey sandwiches
Yes.
on Wednesday.
Yes.
How many of those do we serve on any given Wednesday? Do
Yeah.
you know?
Currently we're up to about 350 to 400.
That's incredible.
Yeah, there had been times in the past when I started here, we were 650, 700.
Well, you have so many more choices now.
True.
People can have sushi,
Exactly.
people can have lots
Yeah.
of different choices as well.
Yep.
But they're still very popular.
It is funny, people come down from the floors that might be visiting a patient,
Right.
and they said, nurses sent me down here for the turkey sandwich. Where do I get that? So
Very good.
we bring, even people in off the street for the turkey sandwich. But yeah.
Talk a little bit about yourself outside of work. I
Yeah.
understand you have a couple interesting hobbies. One of them
Yeah.
is metal detecting. Is that
Yes,
correct?
Yeah. I enjoy.
Have to talk about that.
I enjoy hiking, and along with that, my younger brother, and I, we do metal detecting in the area. So do research into the history of an area and try to find, where previous activity might have happened.
So you were in the restaurant business for a while,
Yeah.
and then you shifted into a hospital setting.
Yeah, right.
Tell me why that is, and what about our mission or what about our values
Right.
aligns with what you like to do?
For me, I originally applied looking for an entry-level job because I wanted to get in. I have a degree in biology and wanted to get somewhere involved in the hospital. And got a phone call, said, "Hey, I have a job that might be a little bit better for you." It was from an Aramark hiring manager.
Sure.
And it described they were looking for a food service supervisor. I said, okay. And took the job, started working with all these people, and found that this is where I'm going to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I have debt from college, I found that myself as a person, I work best supervising, managing, and teaching. I just absolutely love it. I get so much out of it.
Can you talk about what that meant to you to come in each day over the last 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
providing, nutrition and food to our frontline staff while they were taking care of the pandemic?
Yes, yeah. We tried to do everything we could to understand what everybody might be going through outside of work, while at work at the same time. We opened a small little kind of convenience store.
You
in the
did, which was
cafe.
fantastic.
Yeah.
We talked about it on our videos.
Yep. We had grape jelly and eggs and cheese, so that way, if people were working really long hours, they didn't have to go to the store where they might not feel safe, at the beginning. Who knew? But we wanted people just be able to grab things, go home, take rest, and just took in any kind of feedback. What can we do to help you guys,
What exactly is it about the environment you work in, your coworkers,
Right.
or perhaps the people you report to? Maybe it's the type of work that you do that
Yeah.
makes you feel like you're at home when
Yeah.
you come to work.
Yeah, I'm currently in the leadership development program that
Excellent.
started up this year, which is actually very, very excellent. And I hear I Am Albany Med all the time throughout the days, and learning something in that class that when you align yourself with a business that has the same values and vision that you have of yourself is where you very much succeed. And I am compassionate, I am caring, I am understanding, and that's exactly where I see why I do well here. Most people go to a job and maybe they don't want to go the next day, but I will literally come here every day because I know it's what I need to survive, honestly. I do. Being who I am is exactly what Albany Med needs, and is exactly what Albany Med is. So,
And I would flip it.
Yeah.
And I would say Albany Med needs
Yeah.
people like you,
Yeah.
right?
But
Who
I guess-
understand compassion, accountability, respect, and engagement.
Yep.
We've always been very appreciative of our partnership with Aramark
Yep.
and the tremendous services they provide. And obviously, the space of food preparation and the work in Choices is one of the areas where they excel in there.
Yeah.
And you're a perfect example of the type of employee that, we love to have here because you're so committed to our mission, and you're obviously looking to always try to, do different things as different circumstances come up. You've been with us here now for 10 years. We're so
Yep.
appreciative of that. Please extend my thanks and my gratitude to everybody who's part of your team for the great
Definitely.
work that they do. And Stephen, really, we thank you very much for everything that you're doing
Yeah,
here for us
thank
here at
you.
Albany Med, and the patients,
Yeah.
and the staff.
Yeah.
Very
Great.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you.